Hello everyone, and welcome to another microdose of sacred vitality. My name is Christine Dosty, and I help women with energetic blocks, resistance, and misalignments to help them feel their best. Today we are talking about the throat chakra. So I just thought I'd give us a little sound vibration. While I'm doing this, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath. Connect to your heart center. Let that grounding cord drop down into the earth and connect to the energy of the earth. Feel that stable earth energy supporting you. And reach up through the top of your crown into the heavens and draw down that golden white light. Feel that energy pulling down the top of your head, that unconditional love as it flows through your body. For a second. How's everyone doing today? Awesome. So today, as you just saw, we're talking about the throat chakra. And I played the singing bowl for you because the throat chakra is about resonance and vibration. So the first three chakras were definitely more matter-based and physical. It's very concrete. It is much easier for us to connect to our physical identity, even our emotions, whether they might be difficult to express. We can at least connect to them because we're familiar with our feelings and talking about feelings. And we're certainly familiar with the conversation of power, which is about our third chakra, and even compassion. So those were the earthly realms, if you will. Now we are moving on to a lot more subtle energy conversation. It's a lot more abstract and not as concrete. And so we are going to see again how the drawing down of the cosmic, divine, subtle energies mixes with the earth, matter, physical energies that create a wholeness that rests in our center. So today, as I said, we're talking about the throat chakra. This is about resonance. Resonance is when two frequencies lock into phase with each other and oscillate together. That creates a harmony or a resonance. This is also an element of ether. Ether is the unifying force of the entire universe. It's a subtle energy, but it is where all the vibration fits. So in science, as I've talked about before, we think that everything is matter, but it's really not. If you break it down into the quantum realms, there is a ton of space in between all the particles that we think of as solid and compacted. But really, on the smallest, tiniest levels, they are little packets of vibrating energy. And so that's where we're in today, the realm of the vibration. And even the vibration itself, our consciousness is vibrating in and through the physical organs of our body. And they help us to create movement, and it helps us affecting matter in the way that we make decisions. And, I can pick up a pen, but that is a vibration in my mind. The vibration of a thought form is then affecting my physical body, telling my body to do something. So sound waves are the same. They are making sounds in my throat, and it is communicating words to you. It seems, maybe we're like, woo, we're in the realm of woo, but this is how a reality works. I mean, some things about reality are easy to grasp and comprehend because we can touch them, feel them, it feels solid and concrete. and other things are more mysterious and we wonder what's going on behind the curtain. Well, this this chakra is definitely one of those components. What's going on behind the scenes? So every time we speak, we are making sound. And if you are hearing me and listening, like really connecting to what I'm saying, then we are going to slip into a resonance with each other. And maybe you'll be like, yes, I totally agree with everything you're saying. But if we don't and we hit dissonance with each other and we're going opposite oscillations, that is when you will feel like, I don't agree with anything you're saying. It doesn't resonate with me. That's why we use these words. So this is the chakra for your creative identity. So we talked about physical identity, emotional identity, self-identity, social identity, and now we're into creative identity. This is your self-expression that comes through your throat. The phrase for this one is I speak, and this is referring to your right to speak or your right to be heard even. So remember, everything is always a polarity. So whatever is going out is also coming in. So we speak and we listen. Both are components of this chakra. So when we use words and how we organize reality really is by naming things, and that gives structure to our thoughts. For example, if you're trying to tell someone to get something down from a shelf, you could describe the object, what it looks like, its dimensions, is it round, is it square? Or you can just name the thing that you're looking for. Please get me the cutting board. So we have given structure to what a cutting board is, and we are all in agreement about what that item is. This is how we're using vibration to give meaning to thoughts in our head. Another component of vibration of words or thought forms is the level of integrity. That is a big component when we talk about the throat chakra. And integrity is really about how in alignment with our own truth are we. So we'll talk a little bit in a moment about vibration. Words have vibration levels of low vibration or high vibration. But right now with the integrity, we're talking about communication. Communication is that we're transmitting and receiving messages or information through symbols. So we use communication not just in our voice, but we also use it in written form. We use it in signposts on the streets, international signs. They all communicate something. And when we are all in resonance with the definitions of those symbols, then we are all speaking the same language and understanding each other. This connection is what binds all of our understanding of reality. I mean, you ever go to another country and you can't speak their language? Do you feel necessarily connected or that you understand what's going on? Having traveled myself a lot, I can tell you no, that you feel on the outside and you feel an internal dissonance because you can't connect because you can't speak the language. So you don't understand. Eventually you learn to listen to the vibration or the tone that's behind the words, the smile on the face, and the other forms of communication that happen. It's not just the vocal cords. And also keep in mind that this is happening in your body. Your DNA is sending out impulses. Your nerves send out impulses that communicate if you're in a stress state or if you're in a calm state. Your connective tissue runs throughout the entirety of your body and it communicates constantly to all the nerves and organs and organelles and fluid, and it is telling the body what kind of state it is in and if it needs to be tense or if it can relax. So this is another form of communication that is constantly happening within us. So again, this is the bridge between the abstract things that we maybe can't see or touch, like the internal things that are happening, and our connection to what's going on in the manifested world around us. Oftentimes, if we feel like people don't hear us, that is because they might be caught up in listening to your tone And so they're not hearing the words per se, but if you're yelling at someone, then they're reacting to the vibration of the tone that you're giving off. And if they're in dissonance with it, then they're not going to connect with you in that way. But then we have other phrases where it's like someone grabs your attention. If someone grabs your attention, that means that you're almost instantly entrained with them. And so you're oscillating at the same wavelength of sound, and you are absorbing almost on a cellular level of what they're saying. And those are moments where you're like, yes, this is the truth. I feel it in my bones. That's why we say things like that, because we are reacting to the vibration, to the resonance. We may not be schooled in using that language, but that is what's happening. So we use our voice to manifest and call in the life that we want. And this again speaks to our words that we're using, but also our thought forms. Maybe the words we're not using, but in our head, the way we speak to each other. So, words have vibration as well. So someone asks you how you're feeling and you're like, yeah, okay, not bad. That's not the same vibration as if someone asks you the same question and your response is, everything is great. And you got a big smile on your face and everything about your vibration is much higher and communicates a level of peace and love. That is different from the more lower vibration words, especially hate, things like that, or when you're gossiping, or when you're complaining all the time. These carry their own vibration and their lower vibration, and not only are you communicating outward your dislike for a situation, but it's also affecting you internally as well, and you're speaking that to your cells. And oftentimes, if you are in a mode or a pattern of complaining, you are going to complain to yourself as well. Complain about what you're eating, complain about not doing enough, complaining about not being good enough. It's a pattern. It's a vibration that you are stuck in. And can you raise it? Absolutely. The demon of this chakra is lies. So that is you're exactly out of integrity with your true authentic self, which is the goal of this chakra. So if you are out of integrity with yourself and you're telling lies, and sometimes, we tell little white lies or we tell big lies, and sometimes we definitely lie to ourselves. If a situation doesn't go our way, we can fall into victim state and blame other people and act as if it's their problem that it's not working out, which is a lie. So our goal is to be able to express our needs creatively, clearly, and with compassion. And this is where the other work to create this coherent communication, that's where the lower chakras come into it. So in the first two chakras, we want to set out getting things in order as far as fear is concerned. And so removing that and getting into balance. In the third chakra, we want to align with our power. And in the fourth chakra, we are getting to a place where we know deeply what's in our heart. And so once those are all in a line, then we can speak with integrity what we need, what we want, how we want to show up in the world, how we want to use our compassion and our gratitude. So core beliefs around this have to, of course, to do with self-expression, but the self-expression of feeling safe or unsafe in your world. It's also about really having permission to have opinions, to agree or be able to agree or disagree. If you remember back when you were younger, if you tried to communicate with your parents or express your ideas about life, and if you were shut down and told not to talk, or told in some way that your opinion didn't matter, how you were taught punishment or to deal with criticism. These are all throat chakra issues that can come up. And basically how you define your worldview also actually ties into the throat chakra, because that's the opinions you're going to voice. So your political opinions, your religious opinions, your parenting opinions, just what's going on in the world, your ability to say it or speak it, think it, all tied to the throat chakra. Certain organs and glands that are tied in are the thyroid. And the thyroid is about growth, metabolism, body weight, menstrual cycles, and even your body temperature. So if those are out of whack, then you might have a throat chakra issue, and any feelings around depression, overwhelm, and especially worthlessness. That is with the thyroid. Other things, of course, are the throat, the ears, the mouth, but also shoulders, hands are tied. They're with the heart, yes, but also with the throat, depending on what's going on. And your ability to speak up or not speak up, sore throat issues, respiratory issues are all signs that your chakra is out of alignment, not being able to defend yourself, right? So lies, of course, are blue flags that the chakra is out of balance. And if you're having any manifestation blocks, that because the throat chakra in human design, the throat chakra is the center for manifestation. So all the energy is trying to get to the throat because this is the spot where, as I was saying, whatever abstractly is happening in your mind or your heart is coming out your mouth or in your hands as you write or as you create your art or whatever you're doing. So ways to support this chakra are definitely mantras, the Om, saying that 3 times, but way better than I just did it. That is like the universal sound. It's like if you were to go behind the curtains, it is believed that the Om sound is the sound of the universe. So if you connect with that, then you can get in resonance with the universe. Always meditation is always good here. And as well as breath work, always to keep it clean. And just speaking the truth. Showing up as your honest self. Those are huge ways to support the throat chakra. The planet for this chakra is Mercury, which is about mental activity. And the stones here are any blue stones, really: turquoise, angelite, celestite, lapis lazuli. Well, lapis is more with the third eye, but they can connect with each other. So yes, speak your truth, show up truly yourself in the world. I express myself with grace and integrity. I communicate effectively with everyone I meet. So this was another daily microdose of Sacred Vitality. I hope it was helpful as we covered the throat chakra. My name is Christine Dosty, and I help women with energetic misalignment, the throat, energetic misalignments, blocks, and any resistance to feeling your best every day. Hope you have a wonderful day. Tomorrow we'll cover the third eye. Thanks again for joining me. Bye.